AI has made generating applications the easy part of building software. You can open Lovable, Replit, V0, Bolt, or even just a blank project, describe the app you want, and a few minutes later, you've got something that looks genuinely great with clean components, real interactions, and a layout you'd be happy to show off. The catch is that for enterprise software, these are just prototypes and not anything that's actually ready to go to production. It looks like an app, but under the hood, it's running on mock data, hard coded JSON, or even credentials in your codebase that won't scale across your team or pass your IT department's security review. The moment you try and close those gaps, you discover that you're kind of on your own. So today, we're going to show you how to bridge that gap by taking a React app that we built in Claude Code, bringing it into Retool, connecting it to real business data that's already governed and secured, and shipping it to production without having to rewrite or recreate it. So here's the app I'm starting with. It's a customer success console we built in Claude Code. And there are accounts down the left-hand side, a health score on each one, open tickets, and a panel to update the account status. It looks exactly the way we want it to, but the only problem is that every number on the screen is fake. It's just a beautiful shell. So I'll bring it into Retool, and the important part here is that Retool takes the React code as it is, so my components, my styling, and my structure all come across intact. It's the same app we already built, but now it's sitting inside a platform that can actually connect it to the real world. Now for the part that was missing. All of our business data is already set up in Retool as governed resources, so a Postgres database for accounts and ticket status, Snowflake for usage and billing history, and Salesforce for the contracts and account owners. Their credentials and permissions are managed centrally, so I'm never pasting API keys into code or stashing secrets somewhere that wouldn't pass security review. Instead of mock data, I point the app at those resources. Now the account list comes from Postgres, the health score is computed from real usage in Snowflake, and the contract details are pulled live from Salesforce. The status panel we built doesn't just update local state anymore, it writes back to the database, so when a CSM changes an account's status, it's a real change in a real system. This is the same app with the same components we already designed, but now everything on the screen is true and it's reading and writing through connections the business already trusts. And because it's a real Retool app now, I get the whole editing toolkit on top of the code we brought in. For the quick changes, I'll just ask for them in chat. I'll tell Retool to add a filter for accounts that are past renewal and sort the ones most at risk to the top. And the change lands right in the chat while I keep moving. When I want to change scope to one exact spot, I can select a component right on the canvas and prompt against it directly so the changes stay focused instead of wandering into the rest of the app. And when I want something precise, I can jump over to the Code tab and edit the components by hand without burning tokens on something I can do myself. When it's ready, getting this app to production is the part that Retool has always been good at, and it works exactly the same for an app we brought in as it does for one we built in Retool from the start. I can hit publish, and after a set of final checks, my app gets deployed into my Retool environment for my entire team. Because it's a real Retool app, I can set up exactly who sees what. The success team can edit, managers can view, and executives can get the read-only roll-up. No matter how my team is structured, the whole thing is secure by default. And that's it. A React app that started as a prototype in Claude Code is now connected to real business data and running in production. One more thing worth talking about is that you don't have to start in the browser to do any of this. You can bring in and edit these apps right from your terminal or your favorite AI agent, straight from Claude Code, for example. This is possible thanks to Retool's MCP server, and we've got a whole video on that if you want to learn more. Everything you've seen here is available today, so head over to retool.com to get started. We can't wait to see what you ship.